India has shut its airspace to Pakistani aircraft, and I'm being joined by Dr. Vandana Singh, the chairperson of Aviation Cargo Wing of the FAII, on this story. Welcome, Dr. Singh. Thank you for joining India today on this. What does this mean really for India and for Pakistan? India is shutting down its airspace, no flights allowed, Pakistani aircraft being monitored.
Thank you, firstly, for having me on your show. Are you reading me, Strength 5?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. So, first of all, this is a retaliatory move from the Indian side because let's not forget that Pakistan did this already about a week back, 6 days back to be accurate. And definitely, it has a significant blow, definitely more towards the Pakistan aviation side, more than the Indian side, because they are going to lose, as it is, they are losing a lot on the economic front, on the strategic front, on the operational front. There's a lot of impact on the economic front. If we see that they lose on the overflight fees. Don't forget that there is overflight fees where the Indian airlines, especially, they were paying something like 400 to 500 million dollars annually. They're going to lose on that. Of course, you can divide it by the amount of months that this carries on, this escalating tension. Then there is increased cost for Pakistani carriers. Don't forget that they will have to fly all the way. If they have to fly down, then they have to fly over the Chinese airspace or over the Sri Lankan airspace, which is going to lead to higher fuel costs, higher operational costs. All in all, a very significant blow. But this was the writing on the wall. This had to happen. And if you look at the strategic impact, anybody from Southeast Asia or this side wanting to go or towards Pakistan, it has a tremendous effect on tourism, trade, exports, imports, cargo, all of it, because there is so much of fuel burn that there is more fuel being taken, less passengers going on the flight, fewer seats. So, all in all, a huge impact, I would say a significant one for Pakistan, and much lesser for us at India, even though we face, but we will find ways to really turn around and find alternative routes. Over to you.
Dr. Singh, if you could elaborate on this point that you've just made, that this was a necessary retaliatory measure because Pakistan did this a few days ago. But as you just said, that it is less of an impact for India, but it will cripple Pakistan when it comes to their transport, when it comes to their import-export, when it comes to their fuel costs, etc. If you could elaborate on that, what does it really mean in terms of economic impact on Pakistan?
When we look at the economic impact, we can see that they will be more or less choked, if I may use this word. I am also a soldier's daughter, and I see it the same way, in the same respect. Therefore, they are being choked because A, they will have to use the Chinese airspace. They can't go take their flights down to any of the Far East countries, or they have to go below Sri Lankan. But then you can see the duration of the flight. You can see the cost that will incur, the overall disruptions that will happen, and it's definitely going to impact them. As far as we are concerned, in India, we have, let's say we are flying from Delhi to London,
Okay.
and the flight time is, okay, it's about 6,000 or 700 kilometers, and we say it takes about eight and a
Okay.
half hours, but it's now going to take us approximately 2.5 hours more. We'll
Okay.
find a way. We can go over Middle Eastern countries, be it Saudi, be it
All
Oman,
right.
be it other parts of the Middle East. We
All
can
right.
also go over West Asia. We can go over Central
All right.
Europe. So we have a lot of alternates that way. But this was, again, as I said, writing on the wall. It would happen because no action has been taken from the other end. And I'm sure there are experts working on that side. That's not for me to say. But by now, there should have been some sort of an acknowledgement or some sort of measures taken, in support for hunting those terrorists, but that never happened. So this had to happen. And don't forget another thing, that this is what is happening. If whether you see the Syrian airspace, whether you see the Ukraine airspace, whether you see a lot of Israel airspace, North Korea, everywhere you see such issues do happen. And when such tensions escalate, then these kind of measures are taken. Having said that, we were not the first one to take this step. It was Pakistan, which was either guilty, either scared. I don't know. I'm not the expert here. But they were the ones who took this step a week back. And then our country took this step. Over to you.
Thank you very much for that perspective, Dr. Vandana Singh.